I'm going to share with you the exact strategy, the full breakdown of how I signed a £6,000 client from literally just 3 minutes of advice from a voice note. This was a cold lead, someone who literally, before she signed up to work with me, before she literally paid £6,000 to work with me, 7 days before, 1 week before, she did not know existed. She literally did not follow me at all. And this is such a powerful strategy because this is not the first time this has happened to me. This has happened multiple times over. And this strategy has made me an absolute fortune in my business. This has been such a key component of my business. And I think this strategy is one that nobody talks about, and it is absolute gold. So I'm going to be sharing with you that strategy and how you can actually implement this yourself and get these same results. So as I said, this happened last month. I signed a £6,000 client, all from literally just 3 minutes of genuine advice to her about a situation that she was stuck in her business. I literally just shared one shift. I just shared one nugget essentially, which really transformed her perspective. And then she ended up signing on to my one-to-one coaching program right after I shared this. We had our sales call and she signed up to work with me straight away. So the first thing that I want to say here is every time that I have given value, given just genuine helpful value to people, things that are actually just really adding to people's lives and helping people in their businesses with no expectation whatsoever. I'm not doing this to get a client. I'm not strategically planning this out in terms of, right, I'm going to message this person because I think they're going to be a client, etc. This always gets me a return in my business, whether that has been a lifelong advocate of my work or a £6,000 client. It has got me both of those things multiple times over. So as I said with this person, it was just a few minutes of voice messages. I was just sharing my perspective, sharing my 2 cents on something she was really missing in her business and why she was feeling so stuck. So this person had posted in a Facebook group, just posted a post talking about a situation that she was really stuck in her business. She wasn't sure what was really happening there. And it was literally about 9 p.m. I remember when I just saw this come up on my feed. And I just thought, I have something to say about this. I'm just going to drop my 2 cents in the comments. So I just dropped my 2 cents and just let her know, if you have any more questions about this, happy to, if you want to DM me, I can share my perspective on that. So we had a small DM conversation and I literally just sent, it was 3 minutes I checked back for you for this video. It was just 3 minutes of voice messages that I sent back, just sharing my perspective on why she was stuck and on how she could fix that. And her response was, wow, that was so helpful. That was exactly what I needed to hear there. And then she specifically asked, but okay, do you do one-to-one coaching? How can I work with you? How can we kind of take this further? Because she got so much value from this. And that is where I really share this idea of just giving value with no expectation, because it literally pays off every single time. I didn't go into that strategically saying, okay, here's my 2 cents on this. And if you want to work with me, here's the link to book a call or anything like that. I just said, here's my perspective on this. Here's what I think about this situation. Here's what I think you should do instead. And we just had that conversation. And then the beautiful thing was, it was her who then initiated the sales conversation essentially and actually asked, how can we work together? How can I work with you? Do you do one-to-one coaching? All of those questions. So as I said, she booked a sales call with me then and signed up to work one-to-one with me for 6 whole months, all from those few minutes of advice. I always say to people, actually taking the time to just speak with your people. And I think this is something we forget so much in the online space of, we're the ones putting content out, and it feels very much like a one-way street of we put the content out, but we never having two-way conversation. But actually taking time to just speak with your people, to just build relationships firstly, and to just answer their freaking questions. Like, if people have questions, they're following you because they find your work valuable. They're following you because your content is helping them with some areas they're stuck on. Actually just answering questions with no expectation whatsoever of them signing up to a program. We're not doing this from okay, and then I'm going to pitch you my program or anything like that. Actually just answering questions and just sharing your knowledge and letting your knowledge speak for itself is absolute gold. And this is the way you can get some of your best clients and some of your easiest signed clients as well. This is what really gets you the, how can I work with you type message in your inbox. When you see people posting about that, a lot of that has been because someone has just been so blown away with the value you have provided. I can think of several cases where this has happened with me, and I've signed, £6,000 clients very easily and very quickly, where 7 days before they did not know I existed. They didn't know my name. They didn't know anything about me. And then 7 days later, they're signing up for my highest ticket program for working with me. And the really amazing thing about this is, again, it's them that initiated this conversation, but I just came into it saying, okay, I have something to share on this. I can help with this question. So I'm just going to take my time and answer this question and just let my value, let my work speak for itself. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to try and in a sales call say, this is why I'm so good at my job. This is why I can really help you. This is why you should trust me. I've done that already. I've already proven that just from the advice that I've given them and how helpful that's already been. So letting your knowledge actually just speak for itself is gold there. So how you can really implement this to get this kind of result for yourself, really firstly find out where is your ideal client asking questions. Find a place where they're asking questions, whether that is Facebook groups, whether that is in your Instagram comments, whether that is in when you do a poll on your stories, wherever it is, find a place where people are actually asking questions and just give your 2 cents. Just spend a little bit of time. It doesn't need to be even planned out, but just spend a little bit of time every so often just hanging out there, just answering questions. Give your 2 cents, share your knowledge. And as I said, let your skills speak for themselves. People can see that you know your stuff when you actually share with them that stuff, when you actually share your knowledge versus trying to convince them why you're so amazing or why you can really help them or why they should hire you. Let your skills speak for themselves. So actually just spend some time hanging out where your clients are asking questions, answering them, and just sharing your 2 cents there. So that is the insanely simple strategy on how I signed a £6,000 client from literally just 3 minutes of advice. As I said, this is not a one-off in my business. I have done this, I think about 4 or 5 times now at least that I can just think of off the top of my head. I've signed one-to-one clients specifically from doing this strategy. So it works so well. Try this out and just go in with no expectations and just see what happens from there. And it really doesn't take a lot for you to actually start getting results here as well. So I hope this has been helpful. If this has been helpful, can you please hit that like button to let me know that you're finding this valuable and you want me to do more breakdowns like this as well. Make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss any of the amazing daily videos which are coming out at the moment. And I will see you in the next video tomorrow.